Welcome to the Bitcoin analysis. All right, here on the daily, we already have a downtrend on the daily. I have this one, it's the 4 hour. I rather have the 4 than the daily, but honestly, it's not even going for the daily, so it didn't even test the daily. Um, that's even more bearish. And honestly, guys, we might have a lower high here. We might be creating a lower high here, so we really need to be careful because we already tested all the supports from this range. All right, we just have the polarity moments, and maybe this 1 hour was not tested, but I don't believe the 1 hour might hold. All right, so on the daily, we just need to understand that this is the last support candle, the red here. It's the last support. Okay, so I'm gonna mark the break, okay, of this green. Let me mark this first. All right, so this dashed line here is the break level. Okay, if we go here and we start closing some candles on lower time frames below this range, we are probably going to break down. Okay, and that's even below this 4 hour uptrend. Okay, so let me just go to the 4 because on the daily I don't have anything to say, nothing more to say. So on the 4, we still have this uptrend. Okay, and inside this 4 uptrend we have the 1 hour interior trend. Okay, with a really good test here and a bounce of almost 1%. Yeah, I can count that 1% with this test on the trend line. Okay, so the polarity here, it's this break level, but before that we also have this 4 hour polarity. Okay, and maybe this one, I don't like this one because it's the bottom level, and if we go here we are probably going to break down. Okay, but yeah, I don't want to try to predict that. What I want to understand also is what levels we need to go to the top. Okay, so which levels we need to attack to go and attack maybe the trend. Okay, so we just have this 4 hour untested. Okay, we rejected this previous support. It's turning into resistance maybe on the 1 hour. I believe it went to something on the 1 hour. Okay, let me mark this. I believe it's this one. Yeah, it was a perfect test. I believe it's this one, but it's not really important. We just need to understand we already have a range here, so Bitcoin already created a range inside this bigger range. Okay, so I can also create maybe a square here just for you guys to understand. I hope this doesn't get confused for you guys. So I all right, so we really tried to break this previous high. It wasn't able to, and it created a ladder down. So we already tested every 4 hour red candle here as a support. Okay, we have we have the ladder here. Let me pick this one. So this one was tested 2 times, 1 year, second year. So that turns into a polarity moment. Okay, we have a ladder from that to this to this. Okay, we bounce on that. It went a little deeper. Yeah, it went to the trend. I believe it's not even a 15 there. Yeah, it's probably a 5, but we have the trend, so I'm gonna keep it as the trend. Okay, so also on the 4, we already have a ladder down. Okay, we already closed, open and close a green candle below the body of this top, so that creates a ladder. Okay, uh, where Bitcoin is going, that's the real question, right? So we already tested everything on the bottom as support. Okay, we still have the polarity moment that can still hold the price up, and we still have the trends. I believe that if we break up this 1 hour downtrend, we are probably going to attack the 4-hour untested candle here. We also have this 1 hour inside the 4. We also have the 1 hour untested candle, okay? And that is really better for a short position because it's also really close to the trend and the spread here. If you want to, it's almost nothing, okay? If you just buy that level, just sell that level, sorry. So 1 hour, we are still in this range and we still need to break up this trend. It's trying to, I believe it's really attacking, and as you can see here, the price is also getting compressed, okay, right now between these trends, okay. We might stay in this range, okay. Bitcoin can do a lot of things in this range because we have the 4-hour really just a little below the 1 hour, so it can really break down this 1 hour and hold this 4, okay, or even have a little deep dive and bounce on this daily polarity or on this 4 here, okay. So if we stay on this range, Bitcoin can also break the trend here, have another rejection here maybe on the top, and stay on this range for a little while, okay. I don't want to predict where it's going to break and when is it's going to break, okay. I don't care about that. What I really want is try to understand if there is a level on the bottom that can still hold. And for me, probably the best range here, since this 1 hour was not tested, we have to be careful. We have the polarity here, and the polarity, Bitcoin can really do just this and bounce, stay above the trend and the polarity, this dashed 4-hour line, okay, and keep the uptrend, okay. So we have to be careful because of the spread from this range to maybe here to the bottom of that, because I believe if we go to the daily polarity, we are probably going to break down, okay. So that's 0.5, that's a lot. So what I'm going to do is moving the 1 hour to the body, okay. Try to understand if in that 1 hour there is a 15, a greedier point, and there is one here, okay. So this 15 was not tested. Let me mark the body so we can go to the greediest level. Go back to the 1 hour. Oh, come on, trading view. So we go back to the 1 hour, okay. So I probably have to understand if we have a big reaction on this polarity, I will try to buy that, okay, on the 5 or 3 minute. If not, if we have a little dive, I really want to have a big bounce on this 15. Otherwise, I'm not really sure if we are not going to break down, okay. So what I really want is to understand the spread here. It's much shorter, okay. 15%, that's perfect for me. So I believe this 15, it's the best possible entry, but we need to understand, sorry, we need to understand if we are not going to bounce here, okay, because we have the trend and that polarity moment. The only problem is that we can easily dive the trend and still stay on the uptrend, okay guys. So if we don't go there, okay, this is probably the best buy before we break up, okay, because we are holding this 1 hour. We already tested almost everything, I believe here. I believe we can still bounce on this 1 hour actually. Let me go to the 15. Okay, we still have a 15 here that was not tested. Let me mark this 15. Yeah, we already touched that 15, but yeah, we can oh, the spread, it's really, yeah, it's too much, the spread here. So this is kind of risky. I rather wait to see if we are going to test the trend and reject again. And yeah, but I don't want to short this. Still 1% if we short from the trend to this trend. Yeah, but I'm really thinking that Bitcoin, for what I've seen here, I do believe that Bitcoin is going to break up. Okay, the only problem is that on the 1 hour also everything is tested on the top, everything is tested on the bottom unless this one, so we can easily come down to this 1 hour. Okay guys, so yeah, we are in this range and I believe we are probably going to stay in this range unless we get a lot of volatility on the next hours or next day. Okay, yeah, this is a 3% range. Okay, so 3% range, we can easily see a 6% move if we break up or break down. Okay, from here to the trend, 3%. And on the bottom, I didn't talk about the bottom, yeah, but honestly, maybe this 1 hour can hold again. I'm not seeing so much more levels here that can hold. Maybe some polarity. Maybe some polarity. Oh, this level, it's kind of good. It might be a good one on the 4 hour. Yeah, but between this 4 and the 1 here, I rather wait for that one. Okay, and that's really, really greedy to go for those levels because they are the bottom and the price can easily break down. Okay, so this is what I believe Bitcoin might do on the next hours, on the next day, maybe. Or if we don't break up or break down, as I said before, we are probably going to stay in this range. All right, guys. So see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much.